A man performed at the Super Bowl. He sang in his native language. He celebrated his culture. And the President of the United States called it, quote, an affront to the greatness of America. So what exactly set everyone off? And is the anger really about the music, or something much deeper? Here is what you need to understand before anything else. Bad Bunny, real name Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, is a 6-time Grammy Award winner, a 16-time Billboard Music Award winner, and has had 113 songs. He was the top streamed artist on Spotify globally in 2025, not in Latin music, globally. And just 1 week before the Super Bowl, he made history at the 2026 Grammy Awards, becoming the first artist ever to win Album of the Year for a record sung entirely in Spanish. This is not a niche artist. This is not a controversial pick. By every measurable standard, Bad Bunny is the biggest artist on the planet right now. So the question is, why did so many people lose their minds when he stepped onto that field? The backlash didn't start with random people online. It started at the very top. President Trump took to Truth Social, calling the show absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever, saying it makes no sense, is an affront to the greatness of America, and that nobody understands a word this guy is saying. But Trump wasn't alone. 5 days after the NFL announced Bad Bunny as the halftime performer, U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem admonished the league for its decision, saying, quote, they suck and we'll win. And DHS advisor Corey Lewandowski called Bad Bunny someone who seems to hate America. Then Republican congressmen got involved. Conservative lawmaker Andy Ogles called for a formal congressional inquiry into the NFL and NBC Universal for airing the performance, claiming it was explicit and indecent. Florida Congressman Randy Fine wrote to the FCC saying, and I quote, what Americans witnessed during the Super Bowl halftime show with Bad Bunny was despicable and never should be allowed to be shown on television again. A congressional investigation. Over a Bunny invited Ricky Martin to perform the song Loca La Paso a Hawaii, an anti-colonialist song about Puerto Rico's desire not to become a state. And the significance of that moment goes deeper than most people realized. Ricky Martin had to cross over by singing in English to become the massive star he became 25 years ago. To have him take the world's biggest stage and perform in his native Spanish, representing Puerto Rico, and do political work he could never have done as a mainstream artist back then, that was historic. And then there was the investigation outcome. After weeks of congressional outrage and formal complaints to the FCC, the official Super Bowl halftime show investigation concluded that Bad Bunny did not violate any completely, and barely anyone reported on it. At the end of the day, here is what actually happened. Bad Bunny's halftime show drew 128.2 million viewers, the 4th biggest in Super Bowl history. Bad Bunny's streams on Apple Music went up 7 times overnight. The outrage didn't hurt him. It amplified him. Every angry post, every congressional letter, every cable news segment, all of it sent more people to his music. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell summed it up perfectly backstage. Bad Bunny is one of the great artists in the world. He understood the platform. He understood this moment is used to unite people. The people who tried to make him smaller made him bigger. And that is the most American story of all. If this video gave you something to think about, like it, share it with someone who needs to see it, and subscribe for more breakdowns just like this every single week. See you in the next one.